All right, Jason staying with Tech Sideline with the newest Virginia Tech Hokie. He committed this week, Mr. Bryce Goodner, Tennessee's own
Yes,
Mr. Bryce.
sir.
It's becoming. I feel like Virginia Tech did not recruit Tennessee that much, and it's becoming more and more of like a pipeline we got going here. So, Bryce, I guess what was it about the Hokies that you liked and decided to commit there?
Well, at first, they were always my number one school. When I first got my first offer, I kind of made me a list of my dream schools, And back then, what made them at the top of my list was like they have great engineering, they have great academics, and at the same time, I'd be able to play elite college football there. But the more I learned about them, the more I got to talk to them, I realized that at the same time, they're a bunch of just honest, hardworking dudes. They don't really care about the limelight. They just want to win football games and go for the championship. And they're my kind of dudes up there.
You were telling me, Bryce, that you talked to some players, and I think specifically you were telling me about Kyle Chung. So how did Kyle Chung kind of get to be, the guy you were looking at really with Virginia Tech, especially on that offensive line?
Well, for the longest time, I was trying my best to get into contact with anybody at Virginia Tech. Like I was DMing coaches, whether messages open. I was DMing players, GAs, recruiting assistants, probably even the janitor if he had his DMs open. One day, I just saw Kyle Chung on Twitter, and I saw he was he was a Virginia Tech alumni. He played in the NFL, and
yeah.
I was like, hey, that's cool. I followed him on Twitter just because I'm a big Virginia Tech fan, and he followed me back, and we started talking, and he showed me to Coach Vice, and here I am now.
Yeah. So I guess how long did it take, or how long were you kind of working and trying to get their attention before you got hold of Kyle? Like how long was that?
I think that it was about 2 months, maybe.
Okay. Like your sophomore year, or like when was this?
Well, I think I've been talking to him for about a month now. I'd probably say it was about 3 months before that I was really, really working to try and find anybody.
Okay.
And then I finally found Kyle Chung, and I got my chance.
Oh, so here, I mean, it's only been like a few months that you reached out to him, and all this is kind of taken from there. Wow. Okay. So, have you been up to Blacksburg yet?
I have.
Did you go?
I got to do
Was it here recently?
Yeah, I got to do kind of like a COVID quarantine style visit last Saturday to Blacksburg and Virginia Tech with my family. We couldn't meet anybody face to face, but
sure.
They left the facilities open for me, and I got to walk around the actual campus, and we got to go through Blacksburg, and I really liked it. It was cool.
Was that the first time you'd been up there?
Yeah.
I mean, for you to go see something the first time like that, and then you commit, not very long after. I guess tell me about that visit. Like, what was it about that visit? What really caught your attention when you went up there?
Well, about Blacksburg and Virginia Tech itself, because I believe that well, let me take that back. They're building something special up there at Virginia Tech. I mean, I don't really feel like their facilities are rivaled by nearly anybody. They're getting a new weight room. They're getting a new cafeteria. All those big guys like that, and they're going to build a whole new dorms for my class when we get up there, and then, like that campus is just on the rise. It's being improved upon, and Blacksburg itself, you can tell it's just a true college town, and I loved it walking through there. Like I could see that place lighting up on Saturdays, and I was hearing that if you're a Virginia Tech athlete, Blacksburg is just like it's crazy. Everybody there loves you, and I feel like that's something I'd like to be a part of there.
So you mentioned kind of getting to know the coaches here. I mean, and I know this is all kind of taking place in the last, like you said, month or two. But what has that relationship been like with Coach Vice, and how much did he really, how much was he a part of your decision?
He's a pretty big part. He's a character, but man, I love him. he's the kind of guy that I think I can cut up with, joke around with. I can talk about fishing and hunting with him. Like I can go golfing with him. But I believe that when it comes down to it, I'm always going to truly respect him and I'll listen to him. And I can see myself getting way better under his teachings. And, he's awesome.
So I mean, I assume that's what it was, Bryce. But you're a hunter and fisherman also.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get a chance, or have you heard about the hunting and all the wildlife that's around Blacksburg?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess what have you heard, or what have you been told about that area and outdoors hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever it is?
I know that there's a river real close to there, like where one of the linemen was telling me he likes to go kind of like fly fishing and smallmouth bass fishing there. And, there's a lot of I haven't talked much about the hunting side. I'm more of a duck hunter myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not that good at deer hunting or anything. But I love fishing. I'm new to it, but man, I like catching anything that'll bite me,
Yeah.
And I was talking to one of the linemen, and he was saying that what's awesome about Blacksburg too for fishing is that some of the best places to go fishing are people's ponds. And if you're an athlete at Virginia Tech, people in Blacksburg know you ain't gonna be raising cane on their land, so they're more than happy to let you come and fish, have a good time,
Right.
and that's really cool. That's what I like doing too, is pond fishing.
Okay. Well, tell me about we talked about Coach Vice and the relationship you have with him. Like, what has he told you? How does he see you fitting in with the offensive line and what they do there?
He sees me being a great fit. I think ever since we first kind of started talking, he told me that he could see me fitting in great with the rest of the O-linemen there. And in terms of me playing, when I get up there, I'll have my freshman year to really learn. He wants me to play center there.
Okay.
And their center right now will be a senior when I get up there. So I'll have that year under him to develop and really learn the ins and outs of the position. But Coach Ross told me that when he leaves, he wants me to be the next big guy up front, and I'm more than happy to learn that.
Okay. So what do you need to do, over the next year to be able to be ready to go when you get up there and they put you in at center?
I believe that physically I'm pretty well prepared. I'm not saying I could go out and play a football game right now with Virginia Tech, but I believe that my main things I need to improve upon are my snapping, and building that muscle memory. And then I'd also like to learn a little bit about how to read the defense, so I can make the right calls. And I want to be consistent at center. I don't want to have no bad snaps. I don't want to miss a read. I don't want to do anything like that. So I'm really going to start. I can't do it at my practices currently because my team really needs me at right guard and right tackle.
Okay.
But after this season and after practices, I've been staying with my best friend who's a center, and I've been working with my offensive line coach to really hammer in that technique for me.
So it seems like you're talking about, we're talking about, what you got to do in the next year. Like, it seems like as of now, football is on in East Tennessee. So I don't know, like, what's it been like so far with all the, I mean, again, everybody's had to adjust. What's it been like for you so far? And I guess what's it been like trying to prepare for this season?
I mean, it's been wild, man. I feel like I've kind of accepted there's a reality, that we may not even get to play this year. Like, we may go back to school, have a real bad outbreak, and then they'll shut off McMinn County, kind of quarantine us. I'm not going to lie. I've just been trying to take every day, soak it in, have my best time possible, because I even talked about it with my head coach, football ain't all about the games. It ain't all about the season. It's all about being with your teammates and kind of building up that camaraderie. So I've been really trying to enjoy these practices that we've had, because that may be it. I may have next week of practice, and then when we go back to school, ain't nobody wearing masks, ain't nobody washing their hands, and then a bunch of dummies will get COVID and spread it around, and there goes our season. But
yeah,
I've just been trying to make the most of what we've been able to get back so far, you know.
Well, let's knock on wood. I'll knock on my wood desk here. Let's knock on wood that we'll have a season and get some normalcy. So, any message for the Hokie fans?
Obviously, go Hokies, you know. And one thing I'd like to say is that I know that I feel like I've been kind of an undervalued recruit through this whole thing.
Yeah.
And that, I ain't got no stars or nothing. I ain't been ranked yet by anybody, but I can promise that I'm going to work my tail off so I can get out there on Saturdays and whoop up on them boys that have been ranked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just like everybody to know that.
I think that's all you can ask for, Bryce. I mean, you can't handle the stars. You just take care of your own business. So
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
doing.
Virginia Tech fans, y'all tell me what you think. So we'll have plenty more. Check back with techsideline.com. Thanks, Bryce.
Thank you.